Hello, people of the interwebs.
Hi, everybody.
How are you? Because I know you're not going to answer me.
We're just going to cry soon about it, so can you please just tell us?
Oh, God. Can you imagine having such a fragile ego that you cry because random people on the internet won't tell you how they are? And I'm not saying that because we have fragile egos. I'm saying that as a swipe at what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. That's fair.
If you know, you know, which you guys don't know, but we know.
No, we know.
They don't know that we know. They know we know.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Right. Have you watched Friends?
I've watched some Friends.
Okay. So
Not a lot.
So you don't know what I'm talking about. Cool.
I think I know the reference, sort of.
Okay.
But
I have a habit of quoting random fucking shit that nobody knows what I'm talking about.
Nah, you're good.
Well, not that nobody knows, but the people that I'm currently talking to have no idea what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, sorry. I wanted to like it, but it was also something that my mom was kind of obsessed with. And
right.
that's kind of why I avoid. Yeah, fuck that bitch, first of all. Second of all, I don't like the things that she likes. God. So, yeah, I didn't really watch the show.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. We're doing things today and stuff.
Things and stuff, guys.
We're going to do our questions first.
Real riveting things. To keep things on track, I guess, a little bit with what's going on and that we're talking about today, what is an instance where, like, what is, like, one of your most memorable things where, like, you not fully fucked around and found out, but, like, it's something memorable of, like, oh my gosh, I wish I had, like, done that different?
Okay. That's a good question.
Because I'm like, I don't know if either of us have, like, the stupidity in us
to actually fuck around and find out. I mean, on a, like, super small scale basic
right, like,
level,
on a scale where, like, there's not going to be actual, like, repercussions.
Right.
It would be at work the other day,
I was trying to get somebody a size of a shoe that was in the, like, the middle of the bottom of a pyramid stack of shoes, and I knocked the whole thing over.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
See, and, like, I'll instigate in conversations, especially with, like, really shitty men. I'll be like, let's see how fucking far I can get this to go. Or, like, that one dude who was like, I'll pay you money. And I'm like, okay. Let's see how far I can get this to go. I'm not going to send you anything, but, like, I made $20, by the way.
Nice. I mean, I made $20 playing solitaire on my phone, which I would have been doing anyways.
I mean, that's valid.
Right?
You guys, solitaire cash is real.
It is. I have received money from it. Not sponsored. Solitaire Cash, sponsor us.
Could you imagine? We're real people, and we're really telling you that it actually has payout.
We are not robots. Beep up.
Boop. I know that we are literally VTubers. However,
this is what we really look like.
I'm a real human sitting in a chair with pink sweatpants on.
I thought you were going to say with pink hair.
And with pink hair ears. And pink furry ears. And blue eyes, definitely not brown. Like,
I definitely have two different colored eyes. I wish.
Oh my god.
I wish I had two different colors. Like, I wish I had one blue and one green. That'd be fucking
That'd be so cool. I wish I had, like, green or
oh my god, I love green eyes. I mean, I actually have blue eyes, so my eyes are half accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not quite that light. They're a little bit darker, but they're very nice in the sunlight.
Yeah. I've had pink hair before, if that counts.
Me too. My hair is also not currently blonde, but it's naturally blonde.
That's fair.
So that's also, I guess, half right.
Yeah. Okay, I guess my question
like
kind
of
evolved.
Sorry.
You're like, I'm almost my VTuber.
Um, I don't know that I have ever actually done a fuck around and find out. Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, me either. Like, I mean, we kind of
Um,
told our instances of it, but like, it's so
yeah,
low key that it's not actually like,
we're lame.
or we're just intelligent.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah, because most of the people who are like who are on the thread that we were like looking at a minute ago, it's
Are
mostly videos, you
stupid.
guys, which is why we're not doing that subreddit. Um,
We did, however, get fully distracted for a
we
good
did,
solid half
yes,
an hour before
we
we
did
recorded this.
peruse,
And
but
people
like
got run
most,
over by cars.
yeah,
Someone got
I'm
bitch
like,
slapped a few
it's
times.
mostly people partaking in extreme road rage, robbery, trying to fuck around with the police, literally just doing illegal shit, and neither of us have done illegal shit. So,
Right. Well, that's, I mean,
I mean, that you
this
guys know
technically
about.
not true. I smoked weed before it was legal.
I
That's
mean,
technically
same.
illegal shit.
I drank alcohol before I was
Right.
21.
Me too,
Can't
but
get me now, though. It's been over a decade. I'm old.
oh my god. um I don't think there's any other illegal shit that I've done. I think that's
Um,
about it. I reiterate my statement of we're lame.
I speed a lot. I'll be
Oh.
honest.
Well,
Most of my things that I do that are technically considered illegal are traffic infractions
Seraphina
that I
doesn't know
just
how to
never
drive.
get caught for. Wait, what'd you say?
I said you don't know how to drive.
I know how to drive really well, actually. Thank you. I just like to drive over the speed limit because I feel like it's more of a suggestion.
I accidentally drove for a little while with expired insurance.
Oh, I did that too. And then I did get pulled over for speeding. But he let me off the hook for the speeding. Maybe
Oh.
because I was crying. Which
Did
is
he
true.
did you get charged for the insurance?
Yeah, I did. Because he was like, because I didn't have insurance at the moment. And I was like, I don't have my card with me right now. And he's like, okay, I'm going to let you off the hook for the speeding because you got a like perfectly clean record. But when you go to court, you just have to prove for your insurance. I'm like, okay. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't have insurance right now. It literally lapsed like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It
Did you have
sucked.
to pay a
So,
big fine?
it was like $130.
That's it?
Yeah.
I hate you.
Well, I literally went home and got insurance that night, and I told her, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I literally just got this car. My old insurance for my old one was like expiring. I didn't really know how it worked, to be honest. I was like,
That's so unfair
yeah.
because regardless of the situation in Canada, if you get charged for like driving without current insurance,
Hmm.
it's a minimum $3,000 fine.
Holy shit! What?
Yeah. For the first offense on it, minimum $3,000. Yeah. Fun times. So I had to pay that years ago when that happened to me.
Oh wait, you actually had to pay $3,000 for that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god!
I think it was 3. It might have been 2. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's 3. Uh,
Okay, I feel really fortunate. Holy shit! Yeah, no, I literally thought it was gonna be like a $500 fine. It was $130, and then I went and immediately registered my car, and that was like 400. And I honestly thought it was going to be like the swapped. I thought it was only going to be like 150 to register my car and like a $400 or $500 fine. So I thought it was kind of funny, but
yeah, it was $3,000.
holy shit.
Yeah. So they gave me a year to pay it,
Oh, okay.
but it still wasn't fun.
No, that's
It's the
crazy.
first and only time I've ever been to court.
Yeah, I had my best friend come with me, and so like we're sitting there and I'm like nervous, right?
Right?
Cuz like I
Have
have
my
to go up
dad
and
come with me.
because I'm like sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I got in trouble for
Right?
this. And
I
like,
was like, I'm gonna go to jail.
yeah. And like, I think I had to go to like this really obnoxious place for the courthouse anyways, because it was like not my town
Yeah.
either. Because I
Yeah.
was
Mine
on
was
the
in the
way
next
back.
town over.
Yeah, I was on the way back from like visiting a friend, so I had to go to a different fucking place. And so I was speeding like 15 over, which I think is considered a felony. And yeah, lights went on because I started
Wait,
braking when I went down the hill.
bro.
Hmm.
15 miles over the speed limit is like 25 kilometers. That's so fast. Why the fuck were you going so fast?
It's a straight shot road. They shouldn't have it at 45 anyways.
So you were going 60 miles an hour.
I was, yeah.
That's not even that fast.
It's
Was it
not that
was it a highway
fast.
or was it like an in town?
It's it's tough because it's like a state. It's like a. It's not considered a highway because there are traffic lights on it. However,
Oh, okay. The traffic lights, yeah, I can see that because that's like almost 100 kilometers an hour, which is like most highways in Canada are at least 100 kilometers an hour, if not
mhm.
110.
Yeah, and like this one is it's a road that's in between towns. So like there's large stretches where it is 60 miles per hour and then it cuts down to 45. And on this particular stretch that I was on, it's like a good mile where there's no light. And then of course I hit the hill, so I wasn't like really exactly accelerating, but I wasn't braking either because I don't brake down hills most of the time because I don't like to fucking wear out my brakes. It drives me nuts when people like immediately start going downhill and immediately start braking. Just let off the gas. Anyways, momentum and gravity are a thing, okay? Anyways, so he was at the bottom of the hill and I saw him while I was on the top of it, but I was already going too fast. And I did start braking, which he already got me at that point. So
I think we both found our like fuck around and find out
I think we
shit
did.
driving without insurance.
Yeah, yours is worse than mine. Like,
Well, it
if
was the
I
same
had.
thing, but just the freaking pay
Okay, the
was different.
repercussions on yours was
Right.
way worse.
So
Like,
bad.
oh my God. But yeah, no, like,
I was like freaking like 19 years old, maybe
I
20.
was like, what year was this? Hold on. I think I was
Back
probably
in
like
my day.
21, maybe 22. I was
Oh,
upset.
jeez. Yeah. Wait. So that was okay. Hold on. You're what? 29.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those. We did that at the same time. If you were 22,
No way.
that would have been 19.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would have been after 2017. Because that's when I
Yeah. Same. Because
moved.
2017 is when I got my license,
Okay. Yeah, because I'm like trying to think exactly what year it was.
or 2016 is when I got my license, but like end of 2016. So it's
I
definitely
think,
after 2017.
yeah. I think mine might have been 2018. So I would have been like, yeah, around 22, maybe 23.
Fun times.
Yeah.
We're super
I think
smart.
about it. If I had gotten my insurance and understood how that shit like fully worked at the time, because I just like got the cheapest insurance and they don't really, they didn't really go over anything.
Right.
And
No,
like when you
they
buy a
don't.
car, they don't give a shit about the insurance portion. They want you to have it, but like they're not like, all right, so go ahead and call your old insurance company for your old car that you literally just sold to us. Cancel your policy, start a new one. Like, it didn't click in my brain that that was something that I needed to do
Yeah, see, when I
at
bought
all.
my second car, I had already sold my first one because I just sold it for like crap, basically, because
Mm-hmm.
it was it was not really technically safe to be driving on the roads. it had a lot of problems by the
Yeah.
time I got rid of it. So I didn't have to worry about like trade in or like selling it to the dealership to like for my other one or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they like obviously when you buy a new car like from a dealership, you can't like take it without insurance.
Yeah.
What?
It was 2017 because that's when I bought my car, and it still had like the temp tags on it.
Nice.
So it was like October 2017.
Mine was a little bit later then
Mm.
because mine was definitely at least 2018.
Oh, okay. That's funny that we did that in the same time frame though.
um, but yeah, I hate insurance. I understand why you have to
Mm-hmm.
have it, but like it's too fucking expensive.
It's really expensive, and it's expensive because there's people who just get in accidents all the time and have to use it. Because,
Yeah.
like, I mean, like, there's those companies that are like, you're literally paying for other people's bad driving.
Yep. Well, I'm hoping when I get a new car here soon, hopefully, that I can get decently cheap insurance
Mm-hmm. See, and I used
because
to
I
have,
don't want to have to spend freaking for like all my money on insurance.
yeah, I used to have an insurance policy, and they kept like increasing it. And I'm like, I'm getting older, and my record is still good. Why is it going up to $160 a month?
That's a lot.
It was a lot.
See, I
And then
don't
I,
like, despite the driving without insurance incident, I actually have a clean driving record. Like, you know, it's like random, um, like speeding tickets, but they're paid.
see, I've never had another speeding ticket since.
I never get pulled. Like, it's not on my, all of my speeding tickets, they're not on my license. They're on the registration of my car
Mm.
because it's all like red light cameras or whatever. They're like all like speed cameras. I've never
Oh,
been
yeah.
pulled over and given a ticket other than the insurance thing.
Right.
Um, which I wasn't, oh my God, I wasn't even fucking, um, so that situation was also kind of, when it happened, it was also happened to be the like beginning of the month right after my license plate registration expired.
Oh, no.
And I completely forgot that that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I wasn't even like, I was literally pulling in to a Tim Hortons parking lot,
Wow.
and there was like it was like a little like strip mall plaza thing, and there was a cop parked in one of the parking lots. I guess just running people's plates as they pulled in, which is
Wow.
stupid and should be illegal, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's just rude.
That's really
And
shitty.
I guess ran my plate, and my registration was like 2 days expired.
2 days?
So he pulled me over and then found out I didn't have insurance.
Damn.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was just trying to
my
get a fucking coffee, man.
yeah, that's brutal. See,
And it was like, oh, it was so bad.
my tags on my car right now say that they're expired, but I paid for it already.
See, they stopped doing like physical like stickers to put on your license plate now. It's all like online registration stuff here now. So
Mm-hmm.
my license plate on my car that's dead sitting on my driveway right now is like 2021, 2022, because that's where they switched over it.
Oh, okay.
So there's
That's
no like
smart.
visual cue for cops to pull you over that your plates are expired. They have to actually run your plate
Mm-hmm.
to find that out.
See, I'm like, I didn't even pay
Yeah,
mine late, but mine are marked for November 2024.
nice.
I have the sticker.
You
It's
should
on
put
my
it on.
counter. I wanted to wait till I cleaned my car and like pulled all the old stickers off because it's starting to build up where I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't like that, and I want to rip them off and
that's
take the
fair.
gross tag. Like, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. Where like I scratch
Yeah,
off all the gross shit and then like go get a car wash and shit too.
you know, it's also like super embarrassing because like so obviously they can't let you drive away without insurance or
Oh,
a current registered vehicle. So I had to call my mom because I was 10 minutes up the road from my parents' house because that's where I was
Mm-hmm.
going. And I was like, hey, you need to come and pick me up from this Tim Hortons parking lot because they're towing my car.
Oh my god. That's
So my car
horrible.
got impounded. And I had to pay like $150 to get it out.
Oh my god, why is it so expensive to get cars out of an impound lot? Like,
Well, it was like the base thing and then like the extra day or two or whatever because I couldn't get there to get it.
yeah.
Because I had to have my brother with his truck. We used one of the car hauling trailers from the U-Haul that he worked at the time to go and pick it up, but we couldn't, like, it wasn't available for like 2 days or whatever. So like the extra day fees or whatever got added
Mm-hmm.
to it. It's bullshit. And also you can't pick it up from the impound without oh no, never mind. I didn't have to re-register it first. I just had to prove that that I own the car, which my registration was, even they accept the expired registration as proof that you own the car as long as it
Right.
matches the name on your ID
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. But it was in the car, so I went in there and I was like, "Hi, um, I can't prove that I own this car unless you let me go to the car to get the thing out of the car,
Right.
please." So they did. They let me do that.
Oh, that's cool of them.
um,
Because
because I
realistically,
was
they
like,
could have been like,
I
no.
have the keys to the car. You can like come out with me, and I'll show you at the car that I own it, please.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh my god, that
Yeah.
also reminded me of this one story. So, this was when I was like 18, and it's not me with a fuck around and find out. It was my ex.
Uh, what a bitch.
And
Hate that guy.
nah, he's not one of the bad ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one. Um, so we were living together and he like had brought dinner home and it was snowing, right? Like crazy Colorado snowing. So it was freezing outside. Um, he came up with food and stuff and he's like, so I parked in like one of like the covered parking because it's so cold out and I didn't want to deal with the snow. And I was like, you need to go move your car. I'm telling you right now, you need to move it, okay? And he's like, no, it's fine. It'll just be for the night. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I know that it's cold out, but I really think that you should move your car because, like, what if it gets towed? And he's like, I don't think it will. It's just going to be for one night. Can you guys see where this is going?
Yeah.
Guess whose fucking car got towed?
Nice.
Guess whose car got towed and then was towed like 4 cities over?
Why?
I have no idea. Because they didn't leave us, like, any information. I'd obviously never had that happen to me before. So I was like, I don't actually know the process for this. I don't know like where you can figure out where your car went other than calling the towing company. And they used a towing company that was like way far away. So it was like a 40-minute drive. It's still snowy, mind you, and I have like this really small sedan. And
Yeah.
so he's like, can you drive me to the impound lot? And I'm like, this is really fucking inconvenient. I hope you know.
Right.
Like, if you, and like, I hate that I'm just like, if you'd listened to me, this wouldn't have fucking happened. But like, it was exactly that moment. And so we drive over to this other city, all the way the fuck away, and literally we're lost because he also didn't like fully look into everything. Didn't even get his car. Drove out there for nothing. He had to have his mom grab him and like take him the next day while I was at work and stuff.
Yeah.
But so we're driving out there and then we're like going up this hill. It literally just dumped snow. My car gets stuck.
Nice.
I'm horrified. Like, this is the most, like, we're in this weird city. My car's getting stuck. It's cold out. We shouldn't even be here. If he had just listened, this wouldn't even be happening. And then, like, I'm trying to get my car out of the snow. And then, like, it starts to, like, I never had that happen either. It's a lot of firsts for me here. And then I'm like, literally, I somehow get all of the snow out of underneath the tire. And then I accidentally keep like trying to go, and it like I could smell the like the tire like burning
Yeah.
on the pavement because it's just like I was trying to move and it was just one of the tires that had worn down to the street. And then like all these other people had to get out of their cars and help me because I like made this huge line behind me, and it was so embarrassing. And we finally got out, and I was so mad about it. And I was like, I'm not going to take you again. Sorry. I already tried. You didn't do your due diligence to even figure out what fucking place we needed to go to. Nope. You can have your mom take you. Sorry. He never did that again.
Right?
Anyways. I know we usually do 2 get to know you questions, but I feel like we shared a lot of stories with that.
We did.
So
Yeah. Took up half the episode just going on tangents from there. Okay. We're going to go to other people's Today I Fucked Up stories.
Exactly.
And I just thought the title of this was intriguing, so I'm curious about it. Also, their name is kind of cool. It's Inevitable Shirt.
Ooh.
I don't know why the shirt is inevitable, but it's inevitable.
But it's inevitable.
Right. Today I fucked up breaking into my own house early in the morning to store a bunch of cash. I don't know why you need to break into your own house, but whatever.
I love that for them.
I stayed out of state for a month working for a guy for cash. When I was done and finally made the long drive home, I got back at 3 a.m. I had been up for roughly 30 hours and I immediately went to bed. A couple hours later, I get a call from the guy that sent me for the work. He had already had my hours tracked and agreed to on my drive home, but he called early, ready to give me money. I thought I was dreaming because, like, dude, I just got back. But no, he was like, no, I'm paying you. I wasn't going to argue, so I got dressed and went downstairs to invite him in quick. He was in his vehicle, so I was like, man, I gotta go out in the snow now. So I put on some light shoes and went outside and shut the door behind me, immediately realizing I didn't twist the handle all the way when I opened my door, and it won't unlock the handle's lock if you don't fully twist it. Well, now he gets out, and we meet halfway between my locked door and his car, and he hands me the type of amount of money that won't let you go back to sleep if you tried, you know? But I'm locked out and too embarrassed to say anything about it, so I'm in the snow trying to mess with my front door with my phone's flashlight and my old hotel room key in the dark with what I'm hoping to use as a down payment for a house, just sitting in my pocket. The police showed up after 15 minutes. It was easy to prove I lived there, and the one definitely cooler cop was laughing and said he never found someone breaking into a house with a large amount of money. They helped me get in through my sliding glass door, which reminded me to immediately deposit the cash when my bank opened, because holy shit, it was so easy for them to open that.
Oh my god.
I don't know which neighbor called the police on me, but they meant well, and I know that, and appreciate them.
That's so funny.
Can you imagine being a cop and getting called to a house because someone's breaking in, and then you get there, and they're trying to get in the house with a giant pile of money? Instead of trying to break into a house to steal the giant pile of money.
Shouldn't you be trying to flee the scene if you're
right. like, are you sure you know how robbery works?
Right. I mean, that's probably a pretty key indicator to the cops that he's not like
it's the one
lying
the book,
about it being
Robbery
his house.
for Dummies.
Right. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
All right,
the first cop is, why did you show the cops your wad of cash?
I know, literally. I mean, I guess it could be like as like disclosing all the information so they don't think that you're hiding something.
Right.
Because if they didn't believe that he was trying to just enter his own home that he locked himself out of, they would have searched him anyways, and they would have been like, why do you have so much money on you right now? And he's like, well, you know, I just got paid for my job and stuff, and I was trying to get back in the house, and I'd be like, why didn't you just tell us that?
A bunch of people are like saying that he shouldn't have said anything to the cops about it because they could take it under suspicion of having it illegally or whatever.
Yeah, but in that particular instance, I think for what they're being called for, that's not like why they're being called, and like it's not something. It's out of the scope for the call that they were called for. But I could see that
doesn't mean
too.
They wouldn't do it depending on the cops.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
But my Mine is today I fucked up by calling my professor cute.
Nice.
Yep. So last semester, I took an advanced math class with this professor who I thought was so cute. He's probably 10, 15 years older than me, but he was so nice and was really accommodating when I had a family death affect my attendance and eventually led me to dropping his class. The other day, I was in the math building talking with a couple of other math majors, one of whom was my friend about professors. This professor's name came up and I added that I thought he was actually pretty cute. The other student added that he was a pretty good professor. From behind me, I hear who are we talking about now? I literally froze. Of course, the professor we were talking about had been coming down the hall behind me. He just talked with us about the class we were all taking together and said nothing about what I said. I don't know if he heard what I said, but I'm almost certain he did if he heard what the other person had said. Now, I don't think I'll ever be able to take one of his classes, and I have a year of only math classes left to take. Brutal.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That does suck.
But, like, also, good for him for, like, just being professional if he did hear it, of just being like, oh, well, our class is going, you guys. Props to
It's
him.
crazy.
I mean, unfortunately, I feel like that's going to happen a lot for teachers. And not, like, in a creepy way or anything. But, like, as people learn and grow up and everything, people do tend to usually have, like, affectionate feelings towards these people who are, like, teaching them, especially ones who are very kind and, like, courteous, like, everything like that. So, like, I think it's totally normal to, like, have a crush on a teacher, because I know I did.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So, like, I think that's just, like, some of them know it's, like, part of the job. Some of them don't know where the fucking line is, though.
True.
That's a whole other story, though.
I definitely had, like, some pretty attractive teachers in my school.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I had this one teacher, I could safely say that, like, if he had been, like, if I'd known him in high school or something, he probably would have been, like, the really popular guy or, like, one of the fuck boys or something like that. Where, like, he knows he's good looking. He's got, like, the right features. He's got a good, like, personality. And he's got the ego because of it. But, like, not in a shitty way. He's just, sorry, maybe not ego. He's got the confidence from it.
Yeah.
And so, like, this one teacher, everybody, and I really do mean everybody, had the hots for this teacher.
Yep.
Yep.
There was definitely a couple of those in my high school.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's... have you watched Pretty Little Liars?
Yes.
Okay, so we had a teacher who was, like... He was hot.
Mm-hmm.
And he was young. And do you know what his name was?
Was it really?
It was Fitzgerald.
That's crazy.
Every single person called him Mr. Fitz. Oh my god, it was so
I'm
bad.
freaking upset.
Oh my god. Yeah, right?
Oh my god. Do you think somebody wrote a show about it? I'm just kidding. Oh my god, that's actually insane. Okay, do you think that was his legal name?
It was.
That's wild.
Because he didn't know anything about Pretty Little Liars when the, like, senior girls started calling him Mr. Fitz. They were like,
Oh,
he was
really?
like, why are you calling me that? That's not my name.
No way.
Yeah.
See, I was about to say Ezra, but I was like,
No.
that's a very, very uncommon name. And also, now that I'm thinking about it, teachers don't usually go by their first name.
Right.
That's wild.
Yep, it was... it was kind of funny.
That is pretty funny, actually. See, we love little coincidences like that.
Okay. My next one here I love this title.
I'm
Today
scared.
I fucked up by serving my experimental kombucha at a yoga session and accidentally starting a spiritual cult.
That's amazing.
Right? Um, okay. I've been brewing kombucha in my garage for the past year after getting into fermentation through my roommate's sourdough obsession. It turned into a genuine hobby, and I got pretty good at it. Last month, I got an interesting bag of dried mushrooms at a small Asian grocery store. The owner said they were some kind of traditional medicinal mushroom. He even showed me a package with Chinese characters I couldn't read, but there were pictures of mushrooms that looked kind of bluish. I'd been reading about mushroom coffee and tea trending on TikTok, so I figured I'd try adding some to my kombucha for extra health benefits. I can already see where this is going.
Yeah, me too.
I made a test batch by adding the mushrooms to my already brewed kombucha. The first taste test with my roommate went great, kind of earthy with a weird but pleasant tingling sensation on the tongue. Since I had plenty of kombucha brewing and a lot of mushrooms, there was enough to share. A few days later, my roommate's girlfriend asked if they could host her yoga session at our place since their usual studio was being renovated. I figured it'd be nice to offer some refreshments, so I put out some fruit and my kombucha. 8 people showed up and everyone had some before the session. What followed was the most intense yoga session I've ever witnessed. People were crying tears of joy, hugging each other, and saying they could feel everyone's energy. The
I bet
class
they
never
could.
actually ended. It turned into an incredible bonding session that went on for hours. Even, sorry.
Oh no, I see it.
Even the neighbor's cat showed up and just sat in the middle of the group while everyone talked about their deepest feelings and connections to the universe. Now it's become a weekly thing. The original yoga group keeps coming back, and they've brought others. Last Sunday, we had 20 people in the backyard. Someone even brought a drum. The neighbor's cat, the neighbor's cat always shows up and sits in the middle, and everyone's convinced she's some kind of spirit guide. I still can't recreate that original batch. The mushrooms were a one-time find. Kind of relieved about that since things are already pretty intense.
Oh my freaking god.
Can you like?
The freaking top comments. Dude, you literally dosed your yoga buddies. Yeah, that's fucked up. Do it again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Could you imagine? Okay, I'm just thinking it's so funny that the cat's just like, yeah, this is the place. The vibes are chill here.
Right?
And everybody's literally tripping.
Oh jeez.
That's amazing. Okay, so actually, I have done mushrooms before. I wish my trip
Bestie.
went like that.
Just kidding.
What?
Nothing.
It was a long time ago, okay?
I'm just kidding.
And like, all I did was sit there, like, it was brewed into tea, and I literally just like laid on the bed and stared at the ceiling
Yeah.
while it just swirled around and moved. It could have been better, but it was my shitty ex who offered and brewed the tea and everything, and then immediately had to go work on something with the landlord because the landlord showed up.
Nice.
Yeah. And he was like, you just stay up here. Do your thing. I'll be back as soon as I can. And then, like, by the time he finally came back, I was, like, already coming down. And I was like, cool, well, this could have been more fun, but I guess it's fine. So, my next story
Yeah.
is today I fucked up by trying to gargle 190 proof.
Nice.
So got a bad cold and usually gargle with full strength Listerine to help kill stuff in my throat and mouth, which I think helps me recover faster. Then I realized I ran out of Listerine. Well, because I didn't feel well enough to run out to the store, I'm about to order some online, but it won't arrive until Saturday. But then I remember I have a bottle of Everclear 190 proof I use for camping fuel.
Oh.
God. It's 95% alcohol and full grain. Feeling smart, I then decided to make my own mouthwash gargling solution. I mean, why not, right? and I poured about 3 inches of Everclear full grain alcohol into an empty Listerine bottle and give it a splash of mint essential oil. Oh my god. I took a normal swig and immediately regretted it. Felt like my mouth was simultaneously drying out and curling up. I spit out before I could even hit my throat. Somebody said,
Jesus.
you had me at camping fuel. I'm like, bro, if that's something you use for camping fuel, it should not be entering your mouth, okay?
Right.
Oh my
My
god.
God.
Somebody actually said, too, some gasoline engines would also run on Everclear.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I am screaming.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy.
Okay, my next one is a little on the longer side.
Okay.
Today I fucked up by refusing to relinquish control of my chicken breast to my ex-boyfriend.
What an interesting title.
The user's name is Thicky Cheeks. Thicky Cheeks.
I love that.
Okay. Obligatory, this didn't happen today, roughly 1 year ago. An event that I have dubbed the Great Chicken Breast Debacle occurred. And as the anniversary nears, I've been reflecting with my friends and have finally been able to wrap my mind around exactly how insane this evening was. It was Easter weekend of 2024, and at the time, I was in a very unfortunate living situation with my ex-boyfriend. We had broken up in February, but had been unable to move out from our shared apartment as we were still within our 1-year lease and needed to give the landlord adequate time to replace tenants. We had been together for about 1.5 years. We were effectively living as roommates, separate bedrooms, no sharing of schedules or resources, etc. For the most part, we had always purchased our own groceries, which probably sounds weird for a couple, and in hindsight, it totally was. But what's key to this story is that he was an amateur bodybuilder. What comes with bodybuilding, particularly as a male competitor, is an absolutely fucking ridiculous amount of food. There were days I weighed out 300 grams of chicken and 500 grams of rice for one meal for this man. He had to buy serving bowls to fit his meals in them. Because of this, we never ate meals together. He had to eat around his gym schedule, and we rarely shared meals too. His had to be from his pre-prescribed diet plan from his coach. We kept food budgets separate because we ate differently, and obviously his budget had to be much higher than mine. To be clear, we always bought our own meat proteins in particular. Back to Easter. I had been out of town for the Easter holidays with my family. I came back on Sunday evening and walked into the house to find him meal prepping at about 9 p.m. He had a pack of chicken breast on the counter ready to cook, and I immediately noticed that it was my chicken breast. I asked him if it was his, and he said yes. I told him it was mine, and I knew it was, because the sticker was from a grocery store that I went to, but he wouldn't shop at. He said he needed it for work the next day. I told him it was mine and that I was going to cook it the next morning for my set of shifts that week, then put it back in the fridge. He immediately got defensive and said that he needed the chicken breast. I told him that it was mine and whether he needed it or not, it wasn't his to take. He got very upset very quickly and tried to take my chicken again, but I told him I couldn't buy any the next morning because it would be Easter Monday and stores would be closed. He said that was why he couldn't buy any at that time. His fault for not thinking of prepping his work meals until 9 p.m. on Easter Sunday. He started to get very, very aggressive and panicked. He said that I knew how important his meals were to him. I told him to just order food while he was at work and that it wasn't my obligation to help him out anymore. Then I took my chicken breast and I went to my room. Now this is where I fucked up. I was nervous because he was a very large man who was getting very aggressive with me, and I knew how bad his anger could get. So I scurried my ass out of the kitchen before grabbing my phone. After realizing I left my phone, I went back to the kitchen to grab it and noticed it was gone off the counter. I asked him if he had seen it, and he said no. I went back to my room and tried to find my iPhone using my Apple Watch, and it went off in his pocket. He refused to give it back. He said that he would return my phone if I gave him the chicken breast. Of course, I said no. It's the principle here. I told him that we had wasted so much time fighting that he was going to miss the chance to go out and see if there were any grocery stores still open. He got mad at me, so I went back to my room to protect my precious chicken breast, then heard the front door open and close. He took my phone with him. I called my dad via Facebook Messenger video call on my laptop and asked him to use the Find My Friends app to locate my phone. My ex had locked it in our mailbox down the block and left it there while he went to go chicken hunting around the city. I looked everywhere for the mailbox key, but it was nowhere to be found. At this point, it's after 10 p.m. My dad is panicking, wondering whether I'm safe, and I'm frantically looking around my house for the mail key with my laptop open in one hand and a pack of chicken breast in the other.
Oh my god.
To prevent my chicken breasts from being unjustly repossessed by the ogre I was living with, I locked it in the back seat of my car. It was snowing that night and cold enough to leave before he got home. He rolled back up into the driveway, walked into the house, arms down at his sides, no phone or chicken in sight. I asked him again for my phone. He said he would give it to me if I gave him the chicken.
Oh
My dad piped up from the laptop and asked where the phone was. Ex-boyfriend was visibly distressed to realize my parents were now aware of the situation. He said he would not give back the phone. I told him that I would then be asking my dad to contact the police for a domestic dispute resulting in stolen property, as I was worried I would not get my phone back because he was supposed to be working at 6 a.m. and would be going to the gym after his 12-hour shift, so would not be home until almost 10 p.m. the next day. Ex-boyfriend said that he did not believe that he had actually stolen my phone because he was planning to return it after I gave him the chicken. I told him that was extortion, and regardless, he still was illegally withholding my property from me. So I went out to the backyard to let my dog out before I went to sleep, and X came to ask me where I had hidden the chicken. I told him that it was my chicken and that my dad would be calling the police once I was back inside. He said that was fine, and that he would just drive to his parents' place out of the city with the mailbox key in his pocket so that I couldn't get my phone. I clarified that he understood that meant he would be fleeing from the police by leaving the city, which meant that the provincial police would need to be informed. And they, oh my god, this is happening in Canada, I can't. And they would go to his parents' house. He maintained that he did not think that would happen, as he did not believe that he had actually stolen my phone. I gave up, resigned myself to asking Dad to call the cops, walked back inside, and he was on the verge of tears, then said he would go get my phone when he saw me start to call my dad. I watched this grown-ass man slink through the snow to the end of the block, retrieve my phone, and hand it back to me without meeting my eyes once. And then I quickly plugged it into my room, took my dog to bed, and locked my bedroom door. 1 year later, and I am still floored at the way this man rationalized his own behavior and felt entitled to my things. This is just an extreme version of the behavior behind why I broke up with him. The lesson to be learned here is not to stand between a bodybuilder and their chicken breast.
Oh my god. It's the fact that he lied at multiple opportunities, though, too, for me. Also, why do they sleep in different bedrooms? Do they say that? I might have not heard it.
They still live together because they're on a lease, but they broke up.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ew. I would not
Right.
want to live with him.
Well, they were on a 1 year lease that wasn't up yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Okay, but like genuinely, that's weird.
That's-
like, okay.
That's my kind of level of like petty. No, you can't have the fucking chicken, bitch.
Oh, same. Also, I get weird about food. If you're that deliberate with like splitting costs of food and stuff like that,
but
like
see, they've always done that apparently.
well, yeah, but like
Because
at that point,
he's like bodybuilder.
his poor planning is not her fault.
Right.
And she was like, I literally, this is mine and I cannot go get any tomorrow.
Right.
And he's like, well, I can't either. And she's like, well, you can now. Like, go get some.
Right. Exactly.
And like, instead, he was like, no, this isn't your chicken. It's mine. When 100% he knew it wasn't. Same thing with the phone. Have you seen my phone? No, I have no idea where it is. And it's like, you're not entitled to other people's things just because you're poor planning.
Right.
And like, because if it was a situation where like, it wouldn't put her out for her to give it to him, and he had maybe asked, I could understand that. But he didn't. Because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Wow, when did this turn into am I the asshole?
Also, I don't know how that's today I fucked up on her part.
I think it was more funny like today I fucked up because I tried to get in between a bodybuilder and his chicken.
I just thought it was hilarious.
It is. It is genuinely funny. And I'm like over here psychoanalyzing it. Like, dude's a piece of shit.
I mean, he is.
He is. Oh my god, like if I had that happen where like somebody thought they were entitled to my food that I buy with my money that we agreed on to do so, and they actually thought they were entitled to my chicken over me,
Brain.
boy, I'm about to get this chicken breast out of the package and smack you with it. No, no chance. My next one is a little bit long as well,
All right.
but today I fucked up by buying condoms.
I mean, did you though?
I mean, did you? I
Is
guess we'll
that a
find out.
fuck up? I feel like that's like, you
It
know,
depends on what you do with the condom, apparently.
that's very true, I guess. If you're just like throwing them at people, then like,
I mean, yeah.
okay, I'm
I
ready.
hate it when people just leave them in like parking lots. Like, why? That's so fucking gross. Just on the ground. Anyways, obligatory not today, but last week at the beginning of February, I had arrived home from a work trip that took me out of the state for the whole month of January. During my stay, I went to Target and bought groceries and toiletries to last me the month while I stayed cooped in my hotel room. One of my purchases was a 10-pack of Trojan condoms. And guys, I swear I bought them to masturbate because I figured I don't want to use my bath towels.
Oh
What?
my god.
I don't want to use my socks or clothes since I'll be washing my clothes once a week and don't want my clothes to have my man juice on them.
Oh my god.
Bro, why are you using get a fucking tissue? Oh my god. Okay, anyways. To top it off, the AC was broken in my room. The heater never passed 60 degrees, so I would lay under the covers and go to I was being comfortable and clean. I didn't think much of it at the time. So, anyways, I fly back home on Friday because I was able to leave a week early from my trip and wanted to enjoy a whole week free with my girlfriend. She picked
Oh,
me up from the
he's got a
airport.
girlfriend. That's
Yeah.
why that's a problem. Okay.
She picks me up from the airport. We go eat, we grab drinks, and go home. Cuddle and just enjoy her company. On Sunday, she goes through my phone and goes into my Target app, sees my recent in-store purchases, and sees I bought condoms. She flips her shit, grabs my stuff, packs them in bags, grabs my dog, and kicks us out. And for
Oh
the
my
life of me,
god.
I couldn't explain my side. I couldn't explain why I bought them. She immediately started accusing me of cheating, wanting to cheat, or prepping to cheat on her while I was on my business trip. I tried my best to reassure her. I told her, babe, I was on the phone with you every day. We texted every day. We went asleep on the phone every night. Nothing could change her mind. Now I'm blocked on Instagram, text, and calls, and I'm pretty sure through emails too.
Oh my
Now,
god.
I know how it looks. I've had all my guy friends say the same thing. Who uses condoms to jerk off? But it wasn't my intention to cheat. I loved her, cherished her, spoiled her. This one hurts because I cared so deeply for her and love her. It sucks even more knowing a misunderstanding took her away from me. We talked about having kids, moving in together, and starting that life I've always wanted. So to go from talking every day, having someone there for me, and being loved to absolutely nothing and radio silence is the worst feeling in the world. Now, I can't entirely blame her for not wanting to believe me. We did go through a rough patch in the beginning of our relationship when an ex texted me, and I replied without thinking. It wasn't flirty, it was just a hey, I'm sorry for how things ended between us, and that was it. She saw it and held it against me since. So that's the reason she spent an hour on my phone, dissecting every app and just looking for anything. And I reassured her, you can go through my phone anytime you want. I promise I'm not going to cheat on you or talk to anyone. I just want you. She's gone through my phone maybe 2 times a week, and every time there was nothing I was hiding. I know there was trust issues and I was trying my best to reassure her. We got back together after that incident and I've been an open book with her and honest. So I know you guys are going to say I deserved it and she's right to leave, but damn, I miss her and I didn't mean any harm by it. So guys, am I cooked? Will time heal us? And he has an edit saying, guys, I know no one uses condoms to jerk off, or at least a slim amount of guys do. The reason I used them was because I was always cold in my hotel room and it was nice, warm and cozy under the blankets, and I just figured it was convenient since I can just toss them in the trash when I got up. That's fucking
Oh my
crazy.
god.
um yeah. If you know that your girlfriend goes through your phone, which Artie, bro, I understand completely being one with trust issues and stuff, but and like I know that he like said it was okay for her to always go through his phone and stuff, but
Right.
like if you're that insecure in the relationship, that's never going to go away. Obviously it wasn't. He was home for like what, 15 minutes? Sorry, they went and just like hung out that night, but like as soon as they got home, she's checking what he buys at Target.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, I think it's weird to buy condoms to
Right.
masturbate with, but like,
Right, exactly.
like that's a little weird, dude. But like, also his justification kind of makes sense at the same time because like it does. But that's a shitty situation.
Just the amount of comments being like, use a fucking tissue or toilet
I
paper.
know.
Like,
Like that's what I said. Like, dude, use a napkin. Somebody said to that napkin, use toilet paper and flush it when you have your
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Doesn't
That.
slow your fucking voice. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
These comments are hilarious. Oh my god.
That's, yeah, honestly,
Someone said, bro, if she's
people,
going through your
you both need
Target app,
therapy.
she's crazy anyways. Oh man. Also, like, with the thing with like replying to an ex, like just really casually, one thing that like I don't know how to like explain this in a way that like might I don't know, I feel like it might sound kind of shitty the way I say it, but like at the end of the day, like there are some exes, obviously, no contact, right?
Right.
But like there's instances where like you fully just it didn't work. You realize that you are not the right people for each other. And at the end of the day, you're like you're still humans and like communication between exes, I don't personally think is like horrible because I'm one of those people that like I've had exes where I'm like, it just didn't work. And like we genuinely can be friends because like we respectfully came to a point where we were like, you're not my person. And
Right.
so like I still talk to them and like we're literally just friends.
I mean, I have not talked to my ex since we broke up, but
That's fair.
that's because he was an asshole at the end of when we were together. So,
Yeah. Any of the guys that treated me like shit, I don't talk to. But any of the ones that like we had a really mature like sit down talk and like really kind of like came to terms like what we wanted and like realized that like while dating someone because the thing is when you're dating you're kind of just getting to know them if they are going to be your person.
right.
Like obviously I am dating to marry, but if I realize
Right,
like
exactly.
while dating that like it's not going to work out, I'm not going to sit there and like try and make it work. Like if like fundamentally you don't get along or you're just realizing you have different values or there's just too many things that like you see are like difference of opinion or how you
Yeah.
just want to like structure your days or live your life or like value stuff like that because like one person that I dated like totally fine drinking every day, going to work every day, not really doing anything. That's great for you. I'm glad you find the things that like make you happy. I literally will not date someone who drinks casually like that. Even if they're
Yeah.
nice while they drink, even if they've like never been rude or mean or anything like that, it's just not what I want. And I only figure that out by dating them. So, man, having your girlfriend get really upset because you acknowledged a text is rough.
Women, man.
I know. Yep.
That's why I don't date them.
That's why I don't either.
That's a good point.
I mean,
Usually
like,
when I make a comment like that, I get yelled at.
Why?
It's such a stupid comment. I've never had anything like, yeah, me neither, bro.
I mean, like, I've like thought about it, but I also know how women are, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
Women,
But then, like, but then it's also like same thing with men. It's
God.
like, ooh.
Right, men are literally the worst. But they're pretty.
God. They are pretty. I have this like stranger on Snapchat. Okay, here's one of my other fuck around and find outs. Like, so I'll just randomly have a spurt of like, you know what? I'm gonna add all the people that sent me friend requests on Snapchat just for entertainment purposes. It got me $20 and entertaining conversations, so I'm not mad about it. But this dude apparently from London sends me a message and he asks me how old I am. I tell him 29. And then he goes, "Oh, can I have a picture of you?" I send him a picture and he goes, "Ah, you're very lovely." And he goes, I need to actually read it because it's crazy what he fucking said. He goes, "So gorgeous and lovely. Are you sweet 16-year-old? LOL, just kidding." And I was like, respectfully,
Bro,
that's so gross.
Oh my God.
Say.
Oh my God.
And I was about to be like, actually, disrespectfully? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're fucking
Right?
31, dude.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
pretty sure he's also fake because this picture is too pretty.
Also, you literally said how old you were. Why is he asking you if you're 16?
I know. And I'm like, I think it's because I look really young in the picture. And like, I took a screenshot of it. And he goes, "Huh? Sorry. What would you please..." Wait, I'm reading this exactly the way he wrote it, okay? He goes, "Huh, sorry. What would you please let me know what did I say you took screenshot to? If it's bad, I'm sorry. I apologize for it." And I said, "You asked, are you a sweet 16-year-old?" And he said, "I'm sorry if that's bad."
Oh my God.
Okay, you guys, proof that men are the worst. Right there for you.
Okay, I can't name another episode Men Are the Worst.
You can just name it Use a Tissue. Just use a tissue,
God.
bro.
I'm screaming. Okay.
Oh my God. Well, this was a good laugh.
If you're hearing this because the episode is called some form of the words tissues, this is why. Oh my God.
Oh my Lord. Well, this was fun.
This was fun. Okay. Well, see you guys. Maybe we'll do something, less crazy next week. Probably
Maybe.
not.
Who knows? It always becomes a little unhinged with us.
Right. If you haven't already, go and watch last week's episode with Addie, who's awesome. And in just a couple weeks, we're going to have returning guest appearance.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Akuma and Kibby.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a party. It's going to be super fun. And yeah, go follow all our stuff
great.
Down in the description. I'm not going to turn myself around and point because that was a lot of work last time. But yeah, we'll
Honestly,
see you
valid.
guys next week.
Yep. See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.